collective for October 1st. For October 1st, the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork is very important, but you could end up dealing with a lot of disharmony within the group. What you do with this disharmony is going to be very important for the rest of the month, because if you read the, or if you went through the monthly reading that I just put out, you may find that you don't necessarily align with a group that you've worked for quite a long time. Now, this could be because new information has come in and other people don't want to acknowledge it, or it's likely because a certain amount of disorganization has kind of seeped into everything that's being done, and you may have to narrow down the source of where this is coming from. Not everything that's happening right now is to the benefit of the group, and you may have to realize that the group is no longer an effective tool to get things done. Do not be afraid to work solo, go independent, or maybe even just call out other people in a group setting that seem to be causing a problem every step of the way. If there's a reason why things aren't working out, find the reason. Ophiuchus, this is your daily for October 1st, and we've got the Five of Pentacles, guys. So, Five of Pentacles in reverse means that you will be recovering financially this month, at least to a certain degree. Now, just because you start to go into recovery from this, whatever this property or financial loss was, it may not be recovery in the way that you were expecting it. It's not so much that you're getting it back, but almost as though you're being compensated somehow. And look for improvement where you can get it, because it's going to be very important that you don't stay stuck in a spot where you can't seem to move, where you can't seem to get past something. Even if it's a small step, take that small step towards something better as much as you can this month. Aries, this is your daily for October 1st. We've got the Fool. For the first day of the month, guys, this is not a bad card, especially being in Aries. So don't be afraid to put all of that fiery energy into a new path. However, realize that you may not know everything about the path that you set out on. As much as you may be willing to deal with changes or obstacles as though they're surprises and kind of like Easter eggs that you find along the way, there are some of these issues that you find that will end up setting you off on side quests to become main quests later on. So don't discount every bit of information that you receive today, and it could lead to bigger and better things than even you could imagine. Taurus, this is your daily for October 1st. We have the Four of Swords. It may be more important for you to rest and relax and wait for things to kind of come to you. You have a certain idea about things, and it's not so much that you're correct in everything that you believe, everything that you put forward, but it's more important that you just kind of stand on business about things right now. This is a knight in their sarcophagus, and that is what this knight did. Whether they died in battle or they survived battle and they kind of stuck it out to the end of their natural life, right? As long as you stand on business and keep a clear idea, keep a clear head about what is it you need to do and how things should be going, it should be in your benefit, but there may be some conflicting ideas or conflicting information that comes in that makes it kind of difficult for you to do that today. So ensure that you're understanding things as they're intended, rather than how you may be tempted to misunderstand them. Gemini. Gemini, this is your daily for October 1st. And we've got the King of Swords, guys. You may be seen as though you are a difficult person to talk to. Like you're ghosting someone, like you're just stone-facing someone, rather than being an active part of the conversation. And that's how you may be coming off to people who are trying to confront you with information. Like it's like, no, this is what I got, and this is what I'm sticking by, and I am not moving. I'm not getting up, and you're gonna have to pry this idea from me, from my cool dead hands. And there is a certain strength to that, Gemini. However, your stubbornness could also be getting in your way of really managing the situation for what it is. The Kings, to me, manage the situation, manage the relationship, whatever the energy is at the time, in order to maintain it. And your inaction could be doing the exact opposite of what you believe it's doing. It may not be helping things stay steady because you're not adding anything new to the conversation. And ignoring the conversation isn't going to get anything done either. So it may be worth it for you to continue to step back and observe what other people are saying before you speak, but don't be afraid to also put your information in there too. They need to know what you know just as much as you need to know what they knew. Cancer, this is your daily for October 1st. So Cancer, it could be difficult for you to get any work done today. This is just for one day. This is for October 1st, and this may seem to set a bad kind of momentum for the month, but there's a reason why you're in this state of trying to seek perfectionism. It's likely that you didn't get to set up everything at the end of September to kind of start October off the way that you wanted to, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's unlikely that you had everything together that you needed in order to start off on the right foot. So this delay is going to be to your benefit. And as much as you wanted to start the month off perfectly, it really is going to be to your benefit that it didn't. Leo, this is your daily for October 1st. So for October 1st, guys, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, a lost opportunity or an investment is backfiring. It's likely that you may have left too much up for somebody else to do, and that's where your part in this investment maybe didn't do what you thought it was going to do. I would say this is almost more of a lesson for you to realize that you need to have more of a hand in the things that you're investing in. And I really want to say that from now on you may have your hands in the clay more rather than just observing the process, because the more you know about the process, the better off you will be. Virgo, this is your daily for October 1st, starting off the month with the Five of Cups. There could be something that you're stuck on that you wish hadn't happened the way that it did. Whether it's a job or a relationship or some other kind of interaction, it's like your regret is not going to get you anywhere. Focusing on your regret isn't going to get you anywhere. It's more important that you focus on what you can do at the moment rather than what you've lost and what you can't do anything about anymore. So look at the tools, look at the resources that you have, and it seems like you have walked over the bridge over troubled waters. So Stop staring at the troubled waters. You can't do anything about it, and the part of your journey that was supposed to involve that is over. You literally walked over that issue, that moment in time, and it's important that you keep walking. Libra, this is your daily for October 1st. I don't know why I just lost that, but you could find that you are losing things today, like your keys, like your coffee cup, leaving your coffee cup on top of the vehicle whenever you go out to work or something like that. With the star in reverse, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but an Aquarius that seems like they are in a combative mood at the moment. Like they just don't want to work with you or work through something with you. Could be a relationship, could be a friendship, a long time friendship that just seems to suddenly fizzle out for some reason. If you feel as though you have a lack of faith in your current situation, it really seems as though it's just your insecurities being triggered. It's like you live life a certain way for such a long period of time, and now it's like, oh, now I have to change. Now I have to change how I react to things all of a sudden. I didn't know I was offending somebody. And it may be important that you trust yourself more than habit, more than routine. Something has changed in the people around you, and it is very important that you acknowledge that. And if you feel as though you need to disconnect, then disconnect. Scorpio, this is your daily tarot card for October 1st. And, of course, we got the Four of Cups. Information or sudden awareness is going to make you glad that something did not work out. Yeah, that's what this is about. Something did not work out, most likely emotionally or with family, and you may find that you're checking for realignment, checking to see if you agreed with what was going on to begin with. Some information, some kind of evidence is going to come to you, and you're going to realize that it's better off that I wasn't involved in that. It's better off that it just didn't work out with me being there on that day. And you may find that the universe, as much as the alignment just seemed to be working to your detriment, it was actually working to your favor. So it seems as though there's a narrow miss or a close call that you're going to be very, very glad that you happen to miss out on. Sagittarius for October 1st. Justice just will not leave us alone. Yeah, it was a major player in the dailies last month, and it is back now, it seems like, with a vengeance. So, Sagittarius, you could find yourself dealing with court or getting some kind of paperwork today about going to court, maybe being recalled into something or jury duty. And it feels like this is something that needs to be redone for one reason or another. Ensure that you present yourself the same way that you have before if this is being called as a witness, and ensure that you keep the mind of balance and fairness, and disregard any kind of revenge or vengeful feelings that you may feel like you need to act out on, because there may be an option for you to add new information, but you don't have any evidence to back that up. So be very true to your word at this moment in time. Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your daily for October 1st, and you know, everybody's got banger cards for today, and you are no exception, Capricorn. You could find that you want to go somewhere, you want to do something, you want to make this big grandiose gesture, but whenever it comes down to the brass tacks, you just don't want to do that much. You don't. You want to make a small movement towards a larger goal, and I think you're correct in doing that. You don't have as much information as you think you do, and as much as another party may be trying to say that, well, you should be involved in this, you should be doing this, delays are going to be in your favor and may end up calling somebody else out on their deceit. So be patient, and small steps are better than big steps at this point in time. The small steps will allow you to avoid a negative result. So yeah, it's important that you don't listen to somebody else right now. Aquarius, this is your daily tarot card for October 10th, or October 1st. I am not on October 10th yet, guys. I am sorry. We've got the, for October 1st, Aquarius, we have the 10 of Wands. This could also end up being in reference to something that you deal with until the 10th of October. So, it's quite possible that any burdens that you pick up today will end up lasting until the 10th of October. As much as somebody may be downplaying an issue or a job, I don't think that they're correct in their assumption of what it's going to be, and it doesn't really seem like it's going to matter how you view it or see it. You may end up agreeing to something that ends up being a lot more than what even the other person thought it was going to be. So do what you can to kind of finagle this burden to your advantage, and even though it ends up being extra responsibility, extra work that you weren't planning on doing, it may end up leveraging you into a position that's going to be much to your benefit later on. Pisces for October 1st. So Pisces, for October 1st, you could find yourself in a difficult position, to say the least. Are you able to do something? Are you not able to do something? Are you supposed to be doing something right now? You don't know. You don't know what your position is right now, because it's likely that you're stuck between somebody else's rhetoric and somebody else's expectation. And as much as you should be able to do something, you still find yourself in a position where you can't do anything. And it's not necessarily all you're doing. And as much as you may want to acknowledge what part is it somebody